Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Existence Podcast, episode 21, as we just established before this. I'm mcpeachpies, joined by Braden, KSores, Vanillaraccoon, and the Mundane. Welcome everyone to another good time. How are we all doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Subject is available to change.
So a lot's been going on since the last time we recorded. Last time we actually did a podcast, it was literally on the day of the Season 3 opening. In fact, it was about like half an hour into the opening. So a lot has been going on since then, but we're going to just scooch on past Season 3 talk because there's a lot of talk around 1.14 at the moment, and it is highly controversial, or it appears to be highly controversial in most cases, regarding the update itself. Because we talked about it a little bit last podcast with what happened, and on the, I guess, the 0.0 release, the first release of 1.14, it was very, very unstable, to say the least.
It was worse than a lot of snapshots I've played on.
Which was surprising, that over the last few snapshots of it, bugs seemed to creep back in, whereas previous kind of snapshots of 1.14 actually seemed to be more stable, which was strange. But I guess the big thing recently is now we're a month into it, or just over a month, and we're already, we're about to get 1.14.2 on its fourth pre-release.
How much better is it? Because I haven't played with the 0.2, but I know 0.1 is very minimally better than 0.0.
I've heard the
I saw that they're
bugs fixed in the...
I saw that they're just fixing game breaking bugs, and then they're gonna make a later update that fixes the smaller things. So
Yeah, so I saw 1.14.1 fixed basically all the chunk rendering and chunk loading issues, which was a big
issue.
Yeah.
But it wasn't there's a lot more, basically.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But from what I've heard, I haven't really played around with it much, but apparently 1.14.2 does fix a lot of the bigger issues in terms of bugs. Like Braden said, it's fixing kind of most of the gameplay ones. But I believe it was Sliced Lime, who I believe he's actually a Bedrock developer, but he's quite heavily involved with the whole Java Edition thing. He also, I think I've mentioned it before in some other podcasts, but he has a YouTube channel and does version update videos and stuff like that. So he's quite heavily involved in all of it.
They're very in depth. They're
yeah, no, absolutely. He's my number one source. I always go straight to him. But he tweeted out saying basically what Braden just said. That
yeah, I think he's the person I got it from.
Yeah. So what did he say? 1.14.2 will be the last release of 1.14, and then
no, you said that there's going to be more 1.14 versions.
I pulled up the tweet right here. He said, a small FYI, 1.14.2 is not the last 1.14 release. We're focusing on releasing fixes for the most critical bugs.
Oh, okay.
First, critical world damage or kill you.
So what does that mean? Does that mean they're going to... I assume that means they're going to continue fixing bugs.
Yeah, probably the big crashing bugs and stuff first.
Yeah, and probably the ones that corrupt the world or worlds and stuff. They're going to be fixed in 1.14.2, and then just small bugs that don't really break anything are going to be fixed in 1.14.3 and whatever.
Yeah, which is fair enough, because with most big releases like this, there's always a few major bugs that manage to slip through. Just the ones on 1.14, I'm not too sure how they managed to slip through, but we'll get to that in a second.
There's a lot of them. It's kind of ridiculous. There's one where if you break a villager's point of interest, it crashes the world or the server.
Whoa.
It's depending on, I think it's if the villager's in water and it's a certain position in water, it just crashes the server.
Yeah, because there's a lot of glitches with water. There's an exploit at the moment, well, at least there was in 1.14, I think they fixed it in 0.1, that Dash was using, that basically let you unlock one emerald trade for mending and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you definitely did exploit that.
Yeah,
There's
which
also a way to make the trades never lock. If you trade with them after they already went through a portal, like you open their GUI, they go through a portal, and then you do the trade. Their trades will never lock.
Wow.
is so
Yeah,
weird.
villagers are so broken right now.
Well, I mean, that's to be somewhat expected, I guess, because they completely redid the whole thing. And of course, some things are going to get through. Like, those do seem to be quite niche things, like standing in water and going through nether portals. Like, that's not kind of normal gameplay stuff,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's true.
But, like, I remember just vaguely, I wasn't following it too much, but I remember when 1.13 came out, wasn't there a major issue with the 0.1 release? Am I remembering that right?
So.
Yeah, because I
I don't
remember we
remember
we
any
updated
issues.
straight on 1.13.2, and I think it was to do with world up. Yes, it was. That's right, because they redid the whole chunk system and all that. When you updated the world, didn't like some chests and stuff get emptied? Like if they were on the edge of a chunk and you updated your world from 1.12 to 1.13, didn't like the chests or shulker
I think
boxes
I
and stuff get
remember
wiped?
that. Yeah.
So, like, yeah, of course there's always going to be major issues, but I think coming back to 1.14, something that I know Vanilla really wanted to talk about and which I was quite interested to get different perspectives on was...
Hi, wait.
Well, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay. I just heard vanilla. I was like, okay, I'm here. Yes.
But the more controversial side around kind of, I guess, the backlash of 1.14.
Okay, so weird flex moment. Okay, so
Okay, now
Oh, no,
before
that's
you do
quicker.
this, hang on, what are you doing? You multitasking right now.
I sort of am ish.
Oh dear.
Anyways, okay, weird flex moment. So, seeing as how a week ago today I was in Seattle, but a week ago yesterday, Friday, I got to visit the Microsoft campus and
Because you went to Mindfair.
yes,
For anyone who's unaware.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Mindfair Seattle was last weekend. I don't go on random trips for no reason. Anyways, so anyway, what I'm getting at basically is when I got to visit the Microsoft campus, I also got to visit the Mojang studio out in Redmond, I think it's called. Redmond. It's not actually in Seattle. And I got to chat with some developers. I got to chat with some people of various high ranking, shall we say.
So are these Java developers?
They are.
Okay, I thought most of that was based in
Java.
Sweden at Mojang.
No, they have a variation.
Okay.
There's a they have Java Edition, Bedrock, other stuff that I'm not legally allowed to talk about.
Because you're
Yeah,
you're under an NDA, aren't you?
I'm under a few NDAs right now.
That must
But
feel threatening.
oh yeah. But what I'm getting at is I took a moment to like ask certain people like, hey, what do you think about like the whole 1.14 update? Like, do you think it was too soon to be released, or do you think it was like rushed or anything? And all I can say is they definitely are listening to the community. Huge shout out to Helen Angel, one of the Minecraft community managers.
Yeah, I was about to say I thought that was her role.
She listens to all of us complain and report back and everything and say they want this, they want that, they don't like this, they don't like that. But all I'm saying is, look, we all know how updates go. Something's obviously not going to be working properly, and just be patient. You know, good things come to those who wait. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on the whole backlash type of thing.
Well, because I know you can't say much, but I think the way that I see it, and I'm not sure what other people feel, but I feel they're definitely, and it's been something that a few people have said to me, but I feel like there was a lot of, and I know you can't answer this directly, but I feel like there is a lot of pressure from Microsoft in the terms of the wider view of the game and having everything kind of release at the same time.
That's actually something I can briefly talk about.
Okay.
is that as we all know, good old Notch sold Mojang to Microsoft, and so that's another thing that's something that I don't think a lot of people take into consideration. Is that at the end of the day, Microsoft is running the circus,
Yeah.
and obviously, like, they have to meet a deadline, and sometimes when you meet a deadline, you're not fully prepared.
Which is, I guess, sad in the sense that, previously, when they were kind of working on their own terms, they had the time to kind of, actually iron out more bugs. And I mean, this is all purely hearsay and, just from my point of view. And it does sadden me, because obviously I have great respect for these game developers for creating such an amazing thing that, has brought me so many memories over the past, oh goodness, what year are we in now? Past 6 years or so, 7 years.
It's a long time.
Actually, fun fact, I had to write the date yesterday and I wasn't sure what year it was.
That's me 24/7. I'm just...
You've only been in 2019 for 5 months.
Oh dear.
Have we really been in 2019 5 months now?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
we
gone
have.
so quickly.
almost
Is it
6.
just, oh my gosh.
It's almost June, yeah.
Is it just me or is it gone incredibly fast? Like faster than...
It's going really fast.
Zoom.
Look. It's now officially summertime for me. I'm relaxing. You're talking to the guy who literally ever since January have been traveling every other month.
Yeah,
I
you've
mean,
been all over the place.
Mindfair San Diego in January, Mindfair Dallas in March, Mindfair Seattle in May. It's my time to just relax and chill with some Minecraft.
Yeah, because I remember when we first started talking to you about joining for Season 3, you're like, oh, well, that'd be good, but I'm going to this Mindfair then, and this Mindfair then, and this Mindfair then. And we're like, oh, yeah, we can work around that.
You definitely did. I remember it very clearly. I was chilling in my hotel back in Mindfair, Chicago last September, and it was like roughly midnight almost. And you reached out to me commenting on a video saying like, hey, how can I reach you? And I said, we follow each other on Twitter. Just DM me. And you were like, hey. And you were trying to hit me up about Existence Season 2, Phase 2? Or whatever you were calling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just remember sitting there thinking to myself, like, yeah, I'm never joining an SMP again. And then here I am.
Actually, I think we should loop back to the story because it's a good one, but I just want to continue about 1.14. Because that's a great story about how you ended up here, because there's a lot of history to that. But you come back to 1.14, I definitely do miss the old days, and I think like in terms of game development, it obviously being such a huge thing now, it makes sense to have those strict kind of release dates and stuff like that. But the game kind of used to feel like it was a bit more of a passion project, but obviously it was still big. But obviously it did feel like the developers were putting more or less. They had less restriction. Yeah. I think that's a fair way of putting it, and not to say like
that's what it felt in the older versions, like 1.8, 1.9.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously there's been controversial things out of those updates, as there always will be, but I mean that's what you get from a community of how many sales? 140 million sales?
It's 173 million, I think.
Oh dear, that's incredible, because Minecraft is now
number one
largest, not highest selling, or is that the right term? Highest selling game of all time?
I believe it is the highest selling, because I remember
just past Tetris.
Yeah,
that happened last Friday, actually, coincidentally, on Minecraft's
the day
birthday.
Minecraft turned 10,
which I think is so bliss. Like that's like the greatest thing that could have happened on that day, I think.
It's went on sale, and it hasn't went on sale years and years and years. So I think a lot of people bought it for other platforms. Like I bought it for my Switch.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just entering the elevator at the Redmond office or whatever. Redmond?
Yeah, I know the one. Yep, I know that elevator so well.
Yeah, and because I had to wait for Helen to come get me and everything. Yeah, but I was telling her like, congratulations on Minecraft turning 10. And she said, yeah. And then that's when she dropped the whole like, apparently Minecraft outsold Tetris. And I was like, whoa, congratulations on that one. Like, that's how I heard about it.
It makes sense because, it's hard to come across a person who has a computer who doesn't know what Minecraft is. Like, even people I talk to at school, like, I'll mention Minecraft and they go, oh, Minecraft. Or just something game. Like that. Yeah. I feel like, especially in kind of our range from, within kind of around that older teen, early 20s,
it is
late
what
teens.
They call a phenomenon.
Phenomenon. Phenomenon.
Thank you, Patrick.
That's all right. I'm slightly sleep deprived. 3 hours sleep, so it's all good. Sorry. What was you saying?
Oh yeah. So what were we gonna get back to, if anything?
It's a big game, and being owned by Microsoft now, it makes sense that there are, these strict, considering they're trying to, combined or at least in tandem have, the whole quote unquote Minecraft, or as we know it, the Bedrock edition alongside the Java. And I like that. I like that, things are coming out at the same time, because initially when the whole Bedrock thing happened, Kyle, you might remember we had the whole podcast about it. Bedrock was kind of getting everything first, and then Java was getting it like a month later. So having it like all in synchronized now. And, when 1.14 came out, it was playable. Like, it worked, but it was still very buggy. Might as well have been a snapshot.
It was playable, but I think everyone who I played with on Keystone would have rather been in 1.13.
Yeah.
Like,
so,
it was playable, but the lag wasn't worth it for the newbie.
Yeah, we basically had our hands tied behind our back and had to, upgrade to 2 gigs of RAM, because otherwise the server was literally crashing, wasn't it? Kyle? Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, by the way, we probably should introduce you to start. This is Kyle KSores. Lots of people will probably know you for who you are, but Kyle is a admin for Project Keystone, the Patreon server.
I'm an OG Existence member.
Well, OG-ish. OG's like Red Smoke and Kellen2256.
I just realized something. We've definitely crossed paths before, Kyle.
Yeah, I used to watch your videos like hell a long time ago, before I was on Existence.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, I knew your name sounded so familiar. Wow, I know so many people. It's ridiculous.
You were like on that other SMP with that other guy that didn't speak very good English. He had an 8 in his name. I don't remember.
Wintergrave. No, Paragraph 8. Paragraph 8.
Yes, that guy. Yeah, I watched that series.
Oh, wow. I love it. I love this. This is like, we had a whole conversation about this with a couple of people from Waystone when we had UHC Season 3. All about the Minecraft community and how, we have these small little groups that, develop but then spread out. And, you come across people like this who know each other from, like, the most bizarre places. It is really fascinating.
I've been around the block so many times, I don't even know who I know anymore. It's just ridiculous. Look, okay? Yeah. I know a lot of people. Just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got game developers. We got marketplace partners. We
now
have
he's just flexing.
Showing off.
Yeah.
Oh, you're sleep deprived. I'm tired, but I can't fall asleep. Next subject.
Gosh, well, we completely got off topic from 1.14. I think if there's anything we can wrap up that conversation with, it's that, we all do have a great deal of respect for the developers, at least, for the ones that we know of. People have quite close connections, I guess, with the kind of original, like Dinnerbone and Jeb and that kind of stuff. But obviously now being such a bigger game, and you'll know this, Vanilla, from visiting, but obviously I didn't realize as much as what it sounds like, but there is a lot of, like, it's a lot of a bigger group now working on Java. Would that be fair to say? Vanilla?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely growing.
Yeah, because you have Java Edition, you have Bedrock. Pocket Edition is no longer a thing.
No, it's just Minecraft.
I was about to say, like, yeah, because we definitely did have a talk about that. I say we as in, like, the developers and I when I visited them. Because we were talking about how, if you look back, what we call Bedrock today originally sort of was Pocket Edition, or at least the Foundation.
Yeah, because it went from like Pocket Edition, and they kind of dabbled out with Xbox and all that stuff, and then they kind of just threw it all together. Which
honestly,
is really
I'm
cool.
so happy with what they did with the whole Bedrock, because when I got into Minecraft, I played on my Xbox 360. And I remember that was the time Java was in Minecraft 1.5, and I think the Xbox edition was equivalent to like beta 1.6. Like we didn't have hunger bars. We just barely got pistons, and it was like they had hoppers and comparators and all this, and so I'm so happy it has feature parity now, just for all the people who don't play on Java get to experience.
It is really cool what they did. Like it was huge, and I remember when it happened. It was for us humble Java players. It was kind of like a, hang on, what are they doing? But obviously, it's definitely grown to such a huge thing, and I think it is, it was, in terms of how, game development goes in the history of game development, it was revolutionary to do what they did and bring that huge cross-platform thing together, because, I mean, I don't know much about other games, but I don't know of any other games that kind of have that cross-compatibility.
Fortnite. I think there's only a few games with cross-compatibility.
We don't say the F word here.
I'm sorry, guys. I really made a big oopsie.
Kyle, do you remember when you and I played Fortnite?
Yeah, what? I remember playing it once with you, and you just couldn't play it. Like, your frame rate was so low. You just kind of stood there.
We played it once. We played 2 rounds. You managed to convince me to download it because it was free, and I was like, okay, might as well give it a shot. My computer could not run it, which is no surprise. But I died like straight away in both rounds and just uninstalled the game because it was not enjoyable.
Talk about rage quitting?
Well, no, it was more like boredom quitting, because my laptop could not run the game, and I'm not good at like shooter games like that. I just want to drive cars around. Like in Halo 3 at like friends' parties, I think it was Halo 3, I would literally be the taxi driver, and I'd drive around the map, pick up people and drop them off at other spots. And, they respected me for that. I'd say, oh, I'm the taxi driver. Anyone need a lift? Other team wouldn't kill me or anything. They'd just jump in and I'll give them a ride. But that's how I love those I just love that whole driving.
I feel like
around
this
town
would be a great segue into one of the topics.
What do we segue into, Vanilla?
The Minecraft 10-year announcements.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Because sort of to build off of the whole, like, if you look at how far Minecraft has come and what platforms it's on and everything. Minecraft Earth, what's up with that?
That looks, well, it sounds cool. We haven't seen it yet. You've seen it because you're special, but we haven't seen it yet because we're peasants.
My attorney has advised me to say I'm under NDA.
So when I first heard of, I can't remember, was it just that little announcement video that they did? Was that the first mention of it? I think it was.
Yeah, it was the one where the one developer was sitting on the bench and accidentally picked up the wrong phone and let the chick play with it. Yeah, that was it. I guess you could call that a teaser trailer. Yeah,
and it was really, really cheesy too. But hey, it's Minecraft. No, I think I really like the idea of it because, like, I never, I don't really know much about Pokemon or care for say about Pokemon or anything like that. So Pokemon Go. No, like, hang on, Mr. Pokemon fan.
I've never played a Pokemon game in my life.
No, neither.
I tried to play some, but just couldn't get into it.
No, same.
I legit just opened Pogo too. Carry on.
Oh my gosh. So I always like that idea of, because I used to play on my PSP. Did anyone else have a PSP, PlayStation Portable?
Unfortunately, no.
I forgot that even existed. Thank you for that reminder.
Okay, so on my PlayStation Portable, I used to have a game called Invisimals. I think it was actually the proper name, or the version I had was Invisimals Shadow Zone. and essentially it was an augmented reality game because it came with a little camera that you could attach to the top of your PlayStation Portable, which I used the hell out of that camera. I made all sorts of little videos and took 100 million photos, and I think I still have half of them, and they're like the lowest resolution you could possibly think of. But it was an augmented reality game. You'd use the camera and you would basically, like Pokemon Go, you'd go around and you'd fight like these little monsters and catch them, and you could use them to fight other ones and all this kind of stuff. So it was basically kind of like Pokemon, and very much so like Pokemon Go. And I love that game, and I wish, like, I think what happened is I got stuck and just gave up and never played it again. But this was like, oh dear, it would have been like 7 years ago, if not more. But so definitely, you know, I never got into Pokemon Go because I never really, you know, had an interest in Pokemon. But now that they've brought out the Minecraft Earth, I definitely am interested in that, and especially now that I have a new phone that would actually be able to run it. Because I don't know, Kyle, if you remember me complaining about my old phone or not, but...
Yeah, you had a really bad phone for a while.
Don't buy Sony phones.
Team iPhone all the way, baby.
Well, I have a Samsung now, but
yes,
I'm not going to get into that argument. But no, I definitely am highly interested in the whole augmented reality thing. But
so
yeah, can you tell us any more about it?
I would. Well, I mean, I was just gonna say this real quick. I always jokingly said that I prefer AR over VR because I don't want to get pink eye.
Okay.
No, just saying. I would rather play an augmented reality game than a virtual reality game. I have actually done. I played Minecraft VR at a Mindfair. That was so confusing. It was confusing as hell.
I've
done VR a couple of times.
But I mean, I like a good VR, just I don't want to get pink eye. So that being said, let me ask you this. What do you think... Okay, so if you're interested in Minecraft Earth, how do you think it's going to be played?
So I saw someone tweeting about it, and I saw somewhere someone mentioned servers.
Okay.
So does that mean is it like location based in the sense that you can have like a server and then you can have people join that and then build around the real world? Maybe? Come on, Mr. NDA, speak up.
I don't know if I can answer that. I'm trying to figure out like how do I... Okay, so...
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Like, what can we actually ask you in relation to what you can actually answer?
Yeah, it's... Okay, so... The way Pokemon Go works is that it used to run off of Google Maps. Eventually, Niantic and Google had a falling out of some sorts, I think. And so that's why they use open free maps now or something. But essentially, the way Pokemon Go works is it's based on your location. So like if I were to open up the game right now, I would actually see a map of like my street and the, you know, cul-de-sac and everything.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Vanillaraccoon lives in a cul-de-sac.
Nothing in front of one. Anyways. But yeah, so the way that Minecraft Earth would go about it is, I would say something similar to that. Like, it's you're always
such a vague answer. There we go. Minecraft Earth runs off your location.
Like... Pokemon obviously, there's going to be stuff on the map for you to walk towards, or you could just drive to it if you're super lazy, like some people are.
And if you have a license, like everyone else. But me.
I do have a license and a passport.
I have neither.
Yes.
Well, I have something. It lets me ride a moped. Beep, beep.
Nice. But yeah, so I would say the way Minecraft Earth would be something similar to Pokemon Go, which if you haven't already, consider downloading it and add me as a friend.
I'm not going to.
I'm already friends with some developers and everything in Pokemon Go. Weird flex.
Well, flex, dab, dab, dab.
Oh, no dabbing. No. Someone out-dabbed me, and that didn't feel good. Anyways, But yeah, so Minecraft Earth, I'm excited for it. NDA, blah blah blah. What else did we get that was announced?
To be completely honest, my opinion of Minecraft Earth is I'm not excited at all, but I've also never been one to play mobile games.
No, neither. Like I basically play no mobile games. I think I just like the idea because I definitely like going outside and exploring and like, I'm literally doing, a diploma in photography and video. So, I always like going outside and just taking random photos of places and stuff like that. So having like something else to do, another reason kind of go out and, have fun in some ways or another.
I think my fascination with... Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to make a lame joke. It was nothing.
Go for it. Lame jokes are always even lamer when you tell them after the fact.
How are you gonna keep it to yourself now that you mentioned it? Selfish?
Okay. Okay. Wait. I need to think in Swedish.
What? The anticipation. What?
I've never seen so much preparation for a lame joke.
Okay,
just say it. Don't think about it.
That is.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Did I miss it?
Oh dear.
Okay, just move on.
Let's just move on. Somebody can go back frame by frame and listen in very, very carefully into what she said and try and let us know down in the comments what Monday actually said.
Okay, so moving on, not to be rude, selfish. I think my fascination with AR comes from the fact that, like, given how much progress technology has made,
yeah,
like when you think about it, like okay, I have an iPhone 8 Plus. Okay, it's a smartphone.
Well, what is it
roughly,
nowadays?
Well, see, I'm how old am I again?
Old enough.
Sure. Anyways, roughly 10 years ago, we'll say. Roughly 10 years ago, I was just chilling with a flip phone. And at the time, that was like state of the art.
10 years ago, I didn't have a phone.
I'm sorry, how old are you?
I was 8 years old.
I didn't get my first phone until I started intermediate school, which is in 2010. And it was a Sony Ericsson brick. And it was great, and I loved it. But that was 2010.
Hang on, I'm looking at my driver's license right now. Born in 93, so that makes me
5 years
27?
older than me.
I'm 27, I think. Anyways,
no, what?
My point is
25.
Oh Lord.
Did I ever mention that I'm horrible with time?
Apparently, and age. You just live in like a state of agelessness. Like from a different realm or something.
Are we talking a realm or a server here?
Ooh.
Minecraft jokes. Anyways, my point is, I'm excited not just for Minecraft Earth because I got. I can't talk about that.
We already know you got to play
Earth because that you said it, not me. I'm excited for it because it's just the fact that it's AR, augmented reality. This is the future. I'm curious to see what else we can do with AR. It's such a powerful tool, and it's a great excuse to go for a walk.
Well, like I remember when like the first iPhones came out, that like one of the big deals about them is they were capable of like this AR stuff, and that was like huge. And then obviously they fixed upon that in like I think it was like the iPhone 7 or something or other. I can't remember exactly. I don't follow iPhones that much. But like then I remember like Microsoft Hologate came out and that was like insane. But like nowadays you can do that like on basically any phone.
Yeah.
And like that's my argument. Like I think the Galaxy Fold, the folding phone, is the most stupidest, like unnecessary thing for a phone. But what it's going to do, like my opinion is what it's going to do for the future of technology in terms of a folding display like that, I think is actually revolutionary in terms of what it holds to the future. Not necessarily for a phone, because I think that is unnecessary money, but in terms of what the future holds with that kind of technology, and the same with AR, I think is definitely the way to go.
Let's be real for a moment. Apple did it first with the whole Ben Gate.
I'll never forget that. What was that? Was that the was it the iPhone 6 Plus?
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that happened, and I'll never forget one of my favorite memes. Was like a MacBook Air just snapped in half, and like I think the thing was
no.
like I bent my iPhone, and it's just like this MacBook Air just destroyed. It's like the old. Do you remember that like MacBook holding up a window, like a window frame, and it's like Mac now supports Windows?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's like a classic. That was like 2009 MacBook jokes. Oh dear. Yeah. But in the sense, I'm excited for Minecraft Earth. Minecraft Earth. It's not Minecon. They made a really cringy-ish video about that.
Oh, that's just.
Are you under NDA to talk about that? Oh,
anyways, carry on.
Yeah. No, I would definitely be interested in giving it a shot if it doesn't cost too much. But obviously.
So, okay, so aside from getting to visit the Mojang studio and everything, in Redmond, whatever. Anyways, I also got to appear on the official Minecraft live stream. Which was broadcasted through Restream, whatever. It was on a Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube and everything. But the one thing that Matt and I, the guy who was co-hosting with me, the one thing that we were talking about was our Minecraft memories. So, out of curiosity, like, obviously this game has a huge impact on our lives. We wouldn't be here without it. But like, what's some of your best memories with Minecraft?
Existence Season 1, Day 1. Season 2, Day 1. Season 3, Day 1.
Wow, Patrick really likes early game Minecraft.
Someone got sentimental. Okay.
This is why Patrick doesn't use a Lytron, he just uses votes.
I'll continue with it. I'll say basically
Minecraft memories are.
every server opening or new world I've started, in the sense that, you know, it just a game never, you know, it never does not have opportunities for me. You know, it's always got something that I can do and some way to connect with people. And that's why, like, I'm still, like, I should have, I've said this before, I should have left Existence years ago, because it's a juggle most of the time between this and everything else. But I'm still here, and, you know, I don't want to, you know, it's such a beautiful thing being able to, you know, have this whole other, essentially a whole nother life in a whole nother community with people. And yeah, sorry to get sentimental.
You definitely did. You got me teary over here, Jacob.
I have cried on Existence before, when TC made a map of my face and I cried when I looked at it.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was on Season 1. I got very teary-eyed.
KSores, what's one of your best memories?
Okay, honestly, my best memory is playing Minecraft. In somewhat recent memory, in the last couple of years, was every single Friday for about a 6 or 7 month period, me and Isogravity would stream on Existence for like 6 or 7 hours every Friday.
That's right, yeah.
That's a long time to be sad.
That was like my favorite thing. We like made like so many insane projects. We built a charged creeper farm. We built all these ridiculous things, and it's just, man, I miss that so much.
We all miss Isogravity.
Yeah, now he's just heckin' Jake and his politics.
And he won't disagree with that because he knows it. If you're listening, Jake, we don't necessarily care about your politics, but we care about you.
I don't even know who half the people he tweet about are. I'm just like, oh, it's that person. That one person that he made his Minecraft username for a while.
Interesting.
I think my favorite Minecraft memory is it's when I first started playing it on the Xbox 360 when it was first released on that. Because I would be the guy out of my friends on Xbox Live who would be playing anything but Minecraft. and like I would play Halo, Gears of War, that type of stuff. But like in the Xbox Live party, all my friends would be like, "I need bread. I need wheat. Do you have stone?"
Let's
and I'm
get
just
that
thinking to
bread.
myself, like, why are you guys talking about food so late at night? And then finally, my one best friend from first grade and everything, who is like a brother to me, finally he told me to just download the demo for the Xbox 360, and I did. And I remember logging into the world, and for the like in the demo you had like the little like introduction. This is how you chop wood. This is your tools, whatever, blah blah blah. But I just remember staring off in the sky, and I saw Minecraft written in text, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be an interesting game." And after that, it's just been smooth sailing. Like
I remember when I first played the demo on Xbox, I thought my hand was like a log or something.
Yeah, someone who was watching me play, like actually with me in person, she said, "Is that your hand or is that a wolf?" And I'm like, "I guess it does look like a wolf's head, sort of. I guess maybe."
Oh, like a wolf?
Yeah.
Well,
I guess
was
like
a
the
wolf.
nose.
like the animal, you know, the canine.
Yeah. No, it's just funny how you say wolf, like how you said water.
Water? Wolves?
Yeah.
What was at my door? But yeah. So the best for last, Mundy. What's your favorite Minecraft memory?
Oh, okay, it's my.
Yeah, we're all just going around in a circle. We're all sitting by a campfire, right?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Well, I don't know. I think my best Minecraft memory will actually have to be when I first started playing the game. Well, she actually introduced me to the game. First, I thought it was a bad.
You're cutting
game,
in and out a bit,
but
Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have a bad server.
I think you just need to speak closer to your mic. But
no, I am so close to my mic that I am going to swallow it.
Can be your dinner.
Well, we stayed up late like every weekend. I don't know how long we did play the game.
Because you've only been playing it kind of recently. Like, you hadn't been playing it that long when you joined Existence, is that correct?
Well, I first started playing the game when the 1.7 update came out, and then I played for a bit, and then I didn't play for a couple of years.
Oh, okay.
Good lord, that was an update and a half ago.
Yeah.
The bio update.
Because I was going to say, because one of the biggest like memes about like Mundane and Sandman in season 2 was that they didn't know dispensers could dispense into like hoppers, or the other way around. Like hoppers couldn't put into dispensers. And I think it was in a video with TC, and TC just like cracked up laughing.
That was hilarious.
No, like Vanilla was saying, 1.7 was a huge update. And in fact, that was, I think, when you asked me during our wheat episode what my favorite update was, I think my answer was 1.7.
Wait, what did 1.7 add?
That was the
For
biome
Flower
update.
Forest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
That was when
Where
they
added,
completely redid the
Savannah
whole
and
world generation. And like, I still have
Dark
such like almost like a nostalgic respect for like 1.6 terrain, especially extreme hills, because I miss those so much. But like 1.7 was absolutely huge for what it added to the game in terms of like the world, and I'll never forget that update.
That was a good update.
1.5 is the best. You can't beat hoppers. Hoppers is so useful.
So I think
1.5 is the update I started playing Java.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, that was like literally, so me and my brother Callan, for those of you who know him, we literally got Minecraft, and I was like against actually getting it, because at the time we had like, I think, maybe 20 gigs of internet a month, and that caused all sorts of problems in my household. But one of my main arguments was, no, we can't get it because it updates all the time, and I don't know where I had that information from. But literally the day after we actually purchased the game, 1.5 came out, which kind of backed up my point, but I don't know where my information for that came from. But anyway, Yeah, no, so basically, the way I always think it is I started playing on 1.5 because literally it came out the day after we got the game. But gosh, it's just, we've gone all the way from the Redstone update where they add a couple of new blocks and new mechanics to now 1.14 where they completely redo so many things and add so many features.
So much.
Yeah. I think we almost take that for granted sometimes.
Yeah.
And I guess there's, reasons for and against. I do like the idea of smaller updates with a couple of new things. Even 1.10, it wasn't that big, but it was kind of nifty. But, having big updates is so cool.
Though.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
Yeah. I would rather them just put the stuff from 1.10 and 1.12 even together. So 1.10, 1.12, and 1.11 would all be one update instead of having them be 3 different updates. But
I was going to say, you counted that in a really strange way.
Yeah, I forgot 1.11 when I was counting. So
one thing that'd be nice about that is mod support, replay mod, and all these mods that are so nice to have, especially for replay mods for making videos. That's the nicest thing ever. And having less updates makes it a whole lot easier to have all the mods updated.
Yeah. No, replay mod is definitely one of the, for content creators especially, is one of the most useful tools. But,
I know it hasn't been out for a long time because the 1.13 build.
They rumored or they teased updates for 1.13 a while back. I don't know if it ever came out or not, but they definitely were working on it last I heard.
It was I think it was when pre-releases were just coming out. We were transitioning from snapshots to pre-releases when I saw the main guy who did the replay mod. He tweeted out saying 1.13.2 coming soon and everything.
Yeah, Crush Pixel. Yeah, so I'm sure we'll see it soon, but last I heard Forge was in a funny place and there was some sort of other modding API around, and I don't know, that's a whole rabbit hole. I never really got into modding much apart from Optifine and Replay Mod, and I used to use inventory tweaks and some other ones that I can't remember. Me and my brother used to play around with it.
Mods,
I miss inventory tweaks.
Yeah, it just made my inventory so tidy all the time.
Yeah, now
actually,
my inventory is
Sethbling,
so messy.
I'm pretty sure Sethbling recently made a data pack that organizes inventories.
Oh,
that's smart.
He's a smart cookie. But yeah. Anyway, we've gone on an interesting journey from complaining about 1.14 to heavy nostalgia. Oh gosh. But anyway, I think we'll probably wrap things up here anyway. It's been an interesting talk. We didn't really cover. We wanted to talk a little bit about Keystone and stuff like that. But hey, I mean, the Keystone server's there. We definitely grateful for all the patrons, and I'll run through a couple of names in just a moment of our current supporters. But
thank you kindly for your ongoing support.
Yeah, no, highly appreciated. We've surpassed most of our goals in the past month. I mean, when we started the beginning of this month, we were kind of I think we were actually below budget, but now just over the course of the month, we've surpassed it, and in fact next month we will be upgrading to even more RAM to support the server. So definitely appreciated everyone's support, and it's definitely a huge weight off my back considering over the many years of existence, a lot of it it's come out of my pocket with a few people supporting, but now it's grown to such a huge extent, and I'm happy to be able to give back to the community in more ways than one. But actually I'll quickly run through and give a quick shout out. I always love this part. Got to get warmed up because I always pronounce half the names wrong. So, huge thank you to...
Welcome to Dyslexia.
Oh dear, my. Sandman, who unfortunately isn't here. To The Mundane, thank you Mundy. Sugarcaney, TC Midnight, Delta, Pineapple _123, ACG 1000, KSores, thank you KSores, KSores, iGalaxy, ATM2222, Giggity Gauge, Lord of the Undead, I Need Help, Waffle Stick, Dragons, Torbray, It's Purple J, Hick and Jake, Diamond Axolotl, and finally Duo Geeks Wrecked. That is all the current patrons at the time of recording this podcast. Thank you guys all so much. We appreciate every single dollar that you guys pledge towards supporting both the server and Project Keystone and everything else we're doing. It's really awesome. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for the podcast. Thank you to Braden, KSores, Vanillaraccoon, The Mundane. I have been mcpeachpies, and we will catch you all on the flip side.